As with each new generation in America, the millennials will have their own unique struggles. They face a new world of excessive college debt and searching for the right job to kick off their career once they get out of school. With all the ups and downs to come, Stuart Smith with ML&R Wealth Management here with some pointers to give to those millennials. If you're watching us, you should be at work. But anyway, to start out with your financial success. It's great to have you back with us.
Good to see you.
Maybe they're working a night shift. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Hope they're watching. All right, let's start with this. The first tip you have for millennials is to economize.
Yeah, so you know what, you're starting your first job and you get your first paycheck and you have a salary, or you're seeing money for the first time, you tend to want to go out and spend it.
Yep.
And I certainly did. I probably made the mistake of buying a car right away instead of making your car that was used that could have lasted maybe another 2 to 3, 4, 5 years. Think about money and trying to conserve it and pinching a little bit just to make it last a little longer until you get in the habit of really making good habits about how you spend your money.
Absolutely. Just because you have it, you don't have to spend it. Yeah. Which brings us to the next one. Manage your debt.
Well, as you said, a lot of kids are going to come out of college with student loan debt. They may have car loan debt. They may have credit card debt. The idea is really to think about what you have, make a plan, be disciplined about that plan, but really more importantly is avoid getting new debt. Really think about how you're borrowing and not going into debt that you can't manage long term.
That brings us to the third point, which is really important because as a millennial, maybe you're not thinking about buying that first house or buying that first car, but you say, focus on good credit.
Yeah, so right now is the perfect time to build your credit score. And what that means is people want to see that you are responsible and that you're going to pay off your debt. And so make sure that you make your payments on time if you do have some debt outstanding. Make it every month, make it on time. Make sure that you don't have more debt than your income can support. Credit companies like to see that, but also avoid getting multiple debt that is excessive. If you have credit cards that you use to spend like for daily expenses, make sure you pay off those every single month. That'll establish the good credit, build up your score, get you in a good place to buy that house when you want to go out and get a mortgage.
Great point. Okay, this one sounds simple, but I have a feeling it's not. Learn to save.
So I think of saving as a lifelong habit, and if you don't start now, you're not gonna get in the habit of doing it for the long term. I always say the earlier you begin to save for retirement, the better off you are. The same goes for millennials. I mean, you might as well save now. You need to build up your cash reserve. You need to start putting money in your retirement plan, even though you may be 22 or 25 or 28. Anything you do now really makes a difference in the long term. So start that habit now, and it'll be something that you do for your entire life.
It'll make a difference. And finally, we come full circle. The last tip from you, spend within your means.
So, one of the best financial metrics of determining success over the long term is really not overspending. So it goes back to making sure you have a budget and you're disciplined about the budget, making sure you're setting aside savings and that you're not taking on debt. And if you can save within your means and accomplish all of that on the side, then you can enjoy kind of that lifestyle that you want with the money that's left over. Just don't go overboard.
And you'll be stress-free, which is at least less stress maybe if you're not spending beyond your means.
That's exactly right.
Great to have you with us. Great tips as always. I hope you millennials out there were listening. Sound like an old guy, don't I?
We are. No, I am. You may not be.
I'm the old one, absolutely. They should be.
Thank you.